Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the wonderful Yakuza Wolf 1 and 2 released on Blu-ray by Eureka Video. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So coming out soon from Eureka is this pair of Sonny Shiba classics. I cannot wait to check these out because I've never had the chance. Now I know they've been put out there before on DVD and I think Shout Factory did put them on their Sonny Shiba releases last year, but I have never gotten around to watching these and I'm so excited because between Arrow and Eureka, the two of them have been putting out more and more Sonny Shiba movies and I'm very, very excited because there's a lot to love with this late action star. He is just incredible. Let me crack this open first of all though so I can get stuck in and have a wee bit less light reflection there. But this is due out next week, I believe, along with Slaughter in San Francisco, which is wonderful. Sorry, it's all sticking to me as always. Bloody hell. Anyway, yes, here we have it. New artwork by Chris Malbon, which is really cool. I really like it. It continues right round to the back there, but it is beautifully done and actually fits the style of movies very, very well, I do believe. I think much like their his Executioner movies, I do believe that they're two very, very different types. I remember the first Executioner movie being a lot more serious compared to the second, which was more comedy based. But yes, very, very excited. For the first time ever released in the UK. The first one I do believe is very Django inspired, if I'm not wrong, whereas the second is kind of, I guess, more James Bond. Okay, there we go. I'll show you this artwork one more time, spin this round, and then I can read with you what's included in here, because I'm really dying to get stuck into these. The first one's known as I Perform Murder, whereas the second is known as Extend My Condolences. Okay, with this special Blu-ray release from Eureka, we have got limited edition O-Card slipcase featuring new artwork by Chris Malbon, 1080p presentations of both films across 2 Blu-ray discs from new restorations of the original film elements by Toei, optional English subtitles, brand new feature-length audio commentaries on both films by Mike Leader and Arna Venema, which is wonderful. Very excited for that. We've got Lone Wolves, Yojimbo, Django and Yakuza Wolf, a brand new featurette by Howard Hughes looking at the spaghetti western influences on Yakuza Wolf and the broader influence Japanese cinema had on the western genre. Ah, I see what you've done here, Eureka. You made it look like there's a lot of extras there, but just by writing all that, you've kind of filled out most of that paragraph. Original theatrical trailers plus a limited edition collector's booklet featuring new writings by Tom Mes and Howard Hughes. So there's really, apart from the trailers and the audio commentaries, there's really only that one featurette there, Lone Wolves. Sorry, this stuff is still sticking to me. My God almighty. Super extra sticky. Okay, so yeah, not a lot of extras to enjoy really there, but I am hoping that this is well made. Now what I'm also noticing here down the bottom is that with part 2, that has a spectacular action-packed climax that would later be directly homaged by John Woo in A Better Tomorrow 2. Now I have heard this and that's why I'm very excited to see these movies. I really can't wait to get stuck in. What do we got here? 174 minutes in length. I guess that's them both together there. And it is a Region B release. So for the UK and Ireland only there. But let me slide this on out and get started. Oh, already I'm seeing new artwork. Very nice. Very, very nice. Wow. So this is... Wow, this is Yakuza Wolf 1. Inside there we have got a gorgeous booklet and then the 2 discs, as you can see. I'm very excited because there's a look here that Sonny Shiba has that I've never seen before, and that's what's kind of like really excited me. I do believe that the first one is a lot more violent, which is great. See, my cover's a wee bit damaged there, sorry, I was slightly distracted. It wasn't put in correctly and it has been slightly damaged. I'm not going to cry about it, just saying. It's been slightly damaged there. But let me just pop this cover out and share that with you, either side. And then at least I can get stuck into this booklet because I'm down to go and watch these movies. And then on the other side there, part 2, I believe. Yakuza Wolf 2. Yeah, very excited for these. As I say, just something a wee bit different. But there's very, very few moments of Sonny Shiba that I could say I dislike. In fact, if any, I really can't think of any Sonny Shiba movie where I haven't been happy watching it. Okay, on the front here, this booklet is covered with some great shots, but all in black and white. And I believe that may be part 2 on the back and part 1 on the front, because Sonny Shiba looks very, very different. And I do know throughout the movie here, his hands in the first one do get damaged there. So yeah, part 1 and part 2. So let me get stuck into this, although I don't want to give anything away. But, oh, beautiful. Wow, this is really nice, really nice. Wolf in sheep's leather. Very nice. We're going to get to see Sonny running around in this leather jacket, all being well. But yeah, very excited. And I also believe Eureka will be putting out very soon after this Bodyguard Kiba, which is brilliant. 1 and 2 following this up. And, you know, again, there's absolutely tons and tons of Sonny Shiba titles that have yet to grace the UK shores, but also Blu-ray as well. And to see these restorations and these movies, you have to remember some of these are about 50 years or more old, and it is just incredible to see the restoration work put into them and what they actually become and how the directors really want you to see them. But yes, that's pretty much everything there to share with you. I am going to go now check this out and just stare at this cover for a little bit longer because that artwork is stunning. Just a shame there's no poster in there. Anyway, I'll be right back to let you know what I think. So, just back after checking out Eureka Video's Blu-ray release of Yakuza Wolf 1 and 2, two fantastically fun movies, and as expected, much like the Executioner films, two very different movies. I'm not too sure which one I prefer. I did love how part 1 looked. I mean, it was beautifully made, very Django in style and fashion, although highly exciting, very dark and violent in comparison to the second one, which definitely had a bit more madcap humor in there. There's certainly some moments of Benny Hill style comedy, and it was a lot, I don't know, maybe a lot more fun. It was quite close to the Street Fighter style of movies for me than the first one was. So it kind of makes me think that perhaps extend my condolences. The second part was made because they were both put out in the same year, was perhaps made as a different movie altogether, but because of the success of part 1, it was kind of retitled and put out there as Yakuza Wolf 2, which no doubt confused the audience and the fans of the first one when they went to see it. In terms of the restorations, they looked fantastic. I feel that the second movie definitely looked better, but the first one was very, very nice. It wasn't stunning, but it was a very nice restoration and print. You can definitely see the differences when you go and check out the trailers. You have the trailer for part 1 obviously on disc 1, runs for around 2.5 minutes in length. It's still very, very good, but it's unrestored, so you can kind of see that difference if you watch that first before you go into the movie, although it might give away some spoilers there, of course. And the same with the second trailer on disc 2. Unrestored, still looks good, but you can see that quality difference and the work that has went into that restoration. It runs for just under 3 minutes in length, so it's a bit more of a lengthier and very fun trailer, but definitely watch that before you go into the movies. The audio commentaries for both movies from Arne Venema and Mike Leader were fantastic as always. Funny at times, highly informative. You can hear the passion about Sonny Shiba coming from both of them as they were big fans. And yes, I would definitely recommend going and checking and listening to both of those after you've watched both films through, because there are spoilers throughout those audio commentaries, of course. And then you have that video essay, that featurette of Lone Wolves by Howard Hughes. And yes, it kind of covers both movies, both Yakuza Wolf 1 and 2. Also covers the other films that have inspired it or inspired them, and talks about a lot of other films around that era of Japanese cinema. Very good to listen to. I felt he kind of need cranked up a wee bit. Maybe it could have been a wee bit shorter. But yes, very, very good. I'm only sorry that there wasn't many other features on here. It would have been good to see something else. And perhaps had they maybe hoked out an old interview with Sonny Shiba, or even one of the filmmakers that may still be around, to add to that there, because disc 2 only comes with the trailer and the audio commentary, of course, which is unfortunate. Still, for me, an absolute double thumbs up. I'm so glad that I finally got to see these films, and I am super glad that it's in my collection. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store, or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews, and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu, and I will see you soon.